And meanwhile, key reforms in the budget process have contributed to the gains made in the fight against corruption. The cashless purchase card system is the latest in such reforms. Freddie Abando tells us more.
The strides gained by government in good governance in recent years was inspired by the President's crusade against graft and corruption. No less than Budget Secretary Freddie Abando stressed key reforms in the budget process led to more transparency and accountability, gains that has won respect and rave reviews for the government from its official development partners led by the World Bank.
You know, the very foundation of this government is about transparency, accountability, and being able to deliver services to our people. And at bottom, governance then is so critical. It's very significant in developing that culture that you have a leadership that shows example. Of course, we are far from turning that culture around, but we are planting the seeds so that that culture now becomes embedded in a system of governance.
This administration came to the power proclaiming the good governance at the center of the agenda. And I think they have done a tremendous efforts in promoting transparency, accountability, and then improving the systems as well as the culture for good governance.
The budget process has undergone a series of reforms to be sustained for the rest of the Aquino term. It started with zero budgeting, bottoms up, and for 2014, it's a performance-informed budget. The launching of the cashless purchase program for procurement and payment is a major transformation in the budget process. All transactions will be paperless to do away with incidents of payoffs from suppliers. Secretary Abando technology will be fully deployed in all agencies of government, national and local, to reduce, if not wipe out completely, corruption.
Very significant, especially as we now are embarking on technological innovation. You completely remove the intervention of humans in that process, and that's usually where the distortion comes in. When you issue a check, you spend 8 pesos, just a check. If you are hundreds of millions of checks that you issue will disappear. So that cost you will not have to make. And I'm not even talking about paper, time, leakages. If we move away from checkless to cashless, even more.
The good news is the rising confidence of our people in government. Many people's organizations are engaged as stakeholders in monitoring government transactions. There are still loopholes and leakages. The overall sentiment, the people should be active as a watchdog to ensure the President's crusade succeeds.
I think this government has done a lot in terms of putting information out in the hands of the people. Nakita natin yung open data effort nila. And of course, the government websites now are full of information that was never there before. So I think it's a good thing to highlight, sort of to see where we are, but of course to always keep moving forward.
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.